Once you're in it, you're in it, and you've got to go all the way to the end. Because you commit yourself to such a level where there is no compromise. You give everything you have, everything, absolutely everything. And sometimes you find even more, because it requires more if you want still to be ahead, if you want to win.
Ayrton Senna will always be fast. He'll never be old. He will always be the champion of Brazil and of the world.
The one thing I would say is to never give up. I think the one thing my dad always told me was to never give up. And there was so many experiences I had through my racing career where there was moments that I didn't think that I would make it. But I'd wake up the next day, I'd go training, get myself back into it, and I kept believing in myself. And I managed to get there. This is something to aspire to. And I hope that for all the racing drivers that are here, I hope that what I have achieved shows that they can do it as well. I started karting when I was 8, and it was just a hobby for me and my parents to do. My dad bought me a really old go-kart. It was like, I think it'd been owned by 5 different families. And yeah, we went and raced. I won my first 6 races.
The line then, Hamilton takes the checkered flag.
I won my first British Championship in my 2nd year. And then that's when I met Ron Dennis, and told him that I wanted to be an F1 world champion one day. The next morning, I get up, I train, because I feel like I can do it again, or I feel like I can get there. And I didn't win the world championship this year, but I feel that if I just keep working at it, eventually I'll get there. Because I wake up and I think about racing all the time, so. And we're training all the time, we're traveling all the time, we're away from family and friends. But I think for me, it's always wanting to be the best. I want to be the best at what I do. And even if I've won a world championship, I can always do better.
You have a limit. As soon as you touch this limit, something happens and you suddenly can go a little bit further. With your mind power, your determination, your instinct, and the experience as well, you can fly very high.
The world is always changing. The world is always shifting around, it's always changing. And it's not going to stay the way you want it to stay. It's just not. There is a 0% chance that the universe is going to stay exactly how you want it to stay. Life is your experience. And life is about finding joy in that experience that you're having, in your journey. Basically, when you have a journey, what the journey is going to do is it's going to expose weaknesses in your character. It's going to expose weaknesses and unfocused and soft aspects in your personality. Things that are weak about you. Things that you're being a little bitch. Things that you're being a pussy. Things that you're being a whiny little fuck. Things that you're not evolved enough. Things that are just like fucking lame about yourself. That are not up to par. That are not fucking tight. That are not awesome. That are not fucking, you know what I'm saying, right? That's what the journey does. And it exposes the shit out of it. Whenever you have some journey, you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to change. You're going to have to learn how to change the way that you view yourself. You're going to have to change your behavior. You're going to have to change your discipline. You're going to have to change your focus. You're going to have to transform into something you're not. And then you're going to have to kill that thing and then transform into some other thing. And then you're going to have to kill that thing and you're going to transform into some other fucking thing. You know, even an animal, right? Say some, like, you know, overplayed, cheesy example would be like when a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, right? When a caterpillar does that, the caterpillar's gone now. It had to transform itself. And probably that wasn't, like, pleasant. So, you know, when you take the journey, you're choosing to experience a degree of pain. You're choosing to have that pain, like harden you. When bad shit happens, that's good. That's real good. You need to actually have fucked up experiences in order to learn. You can view it as a chore and as this annoying impediment to you getting out of pain, or you can view it as this fun thing that kind of brings the joy of life, that, you know, that kind of brings the, you know, gives you something to do and keep evolving. But on the flip side, when you're always evolving, that's when you're going to be the most happy. All right, that's when you're generally going to find that's going to make you a happier person. That's going to bring you real satisfaction in life. There is no satisfaction in just getting a certain amount of money and getting a certain girl and just chilling for most people. Happiness in life is not by what you get, it becomes mainly from the person who you become. Look at some of the petty shit that people get mad about. Yo, isn't that crazy? The petty stuff that makes people angry. I have a theory. You want to know why I think people get angry over petty stuff? I think unconsciously they think they're gonna live forever. If you think that you're gonna live forever, of course you're gonna be mad about something petty, because you're just like, oh, this thing's annoying me right now, I'm annoyed. But actually, you're not gonna live forever. So even a shitty moment in your life is still a moment in your life. It's up to you to kind of take it how you want.
Leadership is not a rank. Leadership is not a position. Leadership is a decision. Leadership is a choice. If you decide to look after the person to the left of you and look after the person to the right of you, you have become a leader. You've seen the movie 300, right? The Spartans, the greatest fighting force of all time. You want to know one of the things that made the Spartans great? It was their shields. They stood shield to shield, and the phalanx was strong because those shields were big. And they were told when they were young children, you either bring your shield home or you come home on your shield. Because if you lost your shield, that means you cannot protect the person to the left of you and the person to the right of you, and you have destroyed the phalanx. It's the shield that matters, not the spear. It's your willingness to sacrifice for someone, to hold that shield up so that they feel safe, that makes you a leader.
I've got one question for you. If you could have your goal right now, would you take it? Would you even be able to handle it? Think about it. Really envision, visualize, think it through. What is it that you want? Are you ready for it? Have you become the person worthy of it? Could you handle it? If you could have your goal right now, would you take it? See, that's a tough question. It should be easy. The answer should be yes, I'll take it right now. Give it to me. But that's the problem. It can't be given. You've got to go out there and take it like it's yours, like you own it. But are you ready for it? Have you worked for it? Have you put the time and the energy? Have you become a person that's qualified for it? Of course, it all starts in the mind, truly believing that you deserve it, truly believing that you are capable of having it. But it takes work. Have you put the work in? Every day are you working towards it? If you could have your goal right now, would you take it? How does the achievement of your goal affect you, affect your family, affect the ones around you? Would you take it? Could you handle it? Are you prepared for it? Are you prepared for all the change it's going to bring? Because when we want more out of life, we get more of everything. We get more money, we get more impact, more influence. We also get more problems, more criticisms, more conflict, more controversy. People doubting you, people telling you you're not ready, people saying that you're not the person to be doing this kind of work, people saying that you're not the real deal. There comes doubt with that. And of course, doubt within yourself and doubt from other people who are very close to you. Are you ready for that? Because it's coming. Have you built the relationships that can help you get through the storm? Do you have the systems in place, the personal, the business, the emotional systems in place to help you see yourself through the storm? Because most of the time when you're going after what you want, most people will not be able to relate to you because they're not doing that. Most people are going for what's right there in front of them. Most people are playing it safe. Most people aren't chasing anything down. But you are. You've decided to. You know that there's something more. You actually look forward to putting something in front of you, because that keeps you driving forward. If you want something, nobody has the right to talk you out of it. If you want something, you go out and get it. My question is, are you the person who's ready for it?
Do the thing you're afraid to do. Do it. It's not about feeling confident about going into the situation. It's not about knowing that it's going to work out. It's not about having the most detailed plan for how this thing will happen. It's about doing it. Courage. Courage is what you will experience and what you will grow when the doubt is there, but you do it anyway. So your problem isn't doubt. Your problem is courage. Doubt is going to be there, but doubt gets out of the way when you express courage, right? Doubt is like it's burned off by courage. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, do the thing and you will have the power. We're waiting for the power. We're waiting not to self-doubt any longer, right? Whatever it is that you're deciding that you want to do with yourself, that you're doubting your ability on, just do it. Fuck it up completely. That's another thing that you've got to get through your mind, is that success is not doing the right thing, and it definitely isn't doing the right thing the first time. Success is having the courage to move in the direction of your dreams, move in the direction that your heart is taking you. That is what success is, as you are progressively realizing that thing. People think success is, I've got a plan and I go and work out that plan. It never, ever works that way. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal. But progressive realization means that you're doing things that you don't know how to do. You're stepping out in faith. You're being courageous. Your self-doubt will step out of the way when you build the balls to do the thing.
The world is like a ride at an amusement park. And when you choose to go on it, you think it's real, because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud. And it's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time, and they begin to question, is this real, or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us, and they say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid, ever, because this is just a ride. Just a ride. But we always kill those good guys who try and tell us that. You ever notice that? And let the demons run amok? But it doesn't matter, because it's just a ride. We can change it anytime we want. It's all in a choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings of money. A choice right now. Between fear and love. The eyes of fear, once you put bigger locks on your door, buy guns, close yourself off. The eyes of love instead see all of us as one. It's just a ride.